Hey everybody, Master Gallengeist here, and today is a different kind of video for you. So, this is entitled My Hero Academia Volume 8 Air, and the thing is, I've started collecting the manga, because I kind of want to read and get to the point where it's at currently, and understand kind of where the anime is kind of going. So I started collecting those kind of recently. And then recently I got to Volume 8. And of course there's the whole manga shortage going on and everything. So I'm like, oh, it's in here. Let's kind of see what's going on here. And on the outside, looks perfectly normal, right? Okay, cool. Flip through, alright. So, thing is, I'm reading through this, and we're all kind of hunky-dory. And let's see here. I get to a point where you see that, like, All Might has pretty much got Bakugo and Midoriya in a pretty sticky situation. And then it just fucking jumps to this part with Mineta battling Midnight, and it's like, that's kind of weird. I felt that, like, did I miss something? What's kind of going on here? And I kind of just keep going through, and I'm like, just make sure you kind of look here, because you're like, alright, this is going to become important to this kind of error. So, everything's going alright, words are working out well, we're kind of going through. We see that everything's kind of flipping out the usual kind of way. Midoriya kind of starts getting kind of like interrogated by Shigaraki at a mall. And you're like, alright, cool, let's kind of see how this kind of goes. Creepy kind of picture and everything. And then I flip through and somehow I'm back to this Mineta page. And somehow, for some reason, it skipped like a certain kind of chapter or whatnot, and then doubled up on one, and it's all the same for the whole Shigaraki thing, and then the Shigaraki thing kind of ends where it should, and it finishes it out on the manga as it would be, starting up with the whole kind of training course. But this was just kind of like the weirdest kind of thing. It's like, what the fuck? So then, I looked around and I found another one. Because I'm like, I gotta keep this because this is kind of fucking weird to see. So, let's kind of roll on through. So we see the All Might kind of thing. And then we flip through, we see him in the bad kind of situation. And then we see them actually going through with what I missed. I'm like, I kind of went nuts here. I thought I'd fucking, like, lost my mind. It's going through regularly, and we see all this other kind of battle stuff going on as well that I had missed. And I'm like, what the hell? Because, see, I have watched the anime, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And then we finally get here to Mineta's stuff again. And the thing is, even this part for Mineta's stuff was skipped in this kind of double error one. And it just goes on. We finish up through. We get back through the whole kind of Shigaraki thing. And its ending still works out well enough to bring us back to the whole kind of training course and everything. It was just the strangest kind of error that I had seen. It almost kind of glitched in the Matrix kind of thing for me. I'm like, am I losing my goddamn mind? What the fuck's going on here? And it was just fucking crazy. I'm like, well, this is kind of a crazy, cool kind of thing. I mean, granted, in any kind of print media, you're going to get some kind of ones that have certain kind of errors. Now, granted, sometimes it's kind of like an either wrong word, kind of a wrong placement, maybe some kind of punctuation that's not right. The amount of times I've gotten those kind of ones are kind of minuscule and are just sometimes strange, odd oddities that just pop up out of nowhere. This one of like it's almost like if I had uh, gotten a book, and like at a certain point in a chapter, it kind of like shifted over to another portion of the book, did it out, stopped, and then did that same portion again. It's just, I've never seen anything like this. So I just thought it was a kind of cool thing to also show you guys, and then also ask you to see if you'd ever seen anything like this happen with like a manga, a book, magazine, anything like that. Because this is just kind of weird that it's able to do that, and it still is able to finish out at roughly the kind of same place and correctly. It's just really odd to me, and I thought I'd like to share it and see what people have to comment on it. So tell me what you think of this kind of weird kind of thing. This was just a cool thing I kind of wanted to show people, get a general idea. So tell me what you think in the comments below. If you've got any other kind of strange stories or strange kind of books or whatnot, things that you've seen and anything like that. And like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.